Love, love, love. anyway because he can't. He
Yes,
may
but
be a king,
we're
but he
also
can't.
trying to convince him, because it was before we knew he was controlled by a god, to convince him to not go get himself murdered by Velvet.
That's true.
That's when Mika started yelling at him, was, you can't go there, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, maybe not say that to a king.
Well, it's not like it matters that he's a king. What matters right now is that he's possessed by a fucking god.
That's true, but telling a king no makes them do the exact opposite.
That could also be said about us.
This is true.
So we have a lot to recap, don't we?
A lot to recap, yeah.
Yep. Do you want to do questions before or after?
Let's do
Or are we doing
questions.
the middle?
Let's do questions first.
Okay.
What the heck? I'm trying to. Apparently, I'm trying to do a thing with Pretzel Rocks in the chat, and it's different here than it is on mobile.
Oh, that's right. You're back on your computer now, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you actually hear the music?
I don't hear any music at the moment.
Roll20 has it playing. Check and see if it's turned down or muted.
It is currently paused for me.
Hold on, pause.
Shouldn't be. It being paused is normally a GM thing, not a
Yes.
client side thing.
Okay, now it says it's playing, but I don't. What the? I may need to mess with my volume settings. One sec.
Okay.
Ah.
While you're doing that,
Stormy. Or Atlas, leave the laptop alone.
Light.
Oh dear.
I
Of
don't know-
course.
I don't know if you got this one yet or not.
Would you rather be first or last? Because that would be worse.
Number 110. What location in the campaign have you felt the most at home?
Most at home.
Or just,
Aside.
generally like the most?
What was that city before Iori's hometown?
House Hollow?
Yeah, that was pretty cozy. I'm guessing. Yeah, aside from Alra, I think I'm gonna go with that one.
It's a fair choice. House
Okay,
Hollow was a nice little town.
Nice little town. Busy enough, not too busy.
Also the one where you almost died.
Also
You
the
go-
one like
It's
up
not,
in the mountains. That's just a cool place up in the mountains.
not home unless you feel like you died there.
Look, I had a few scrapes back in the woods as well.
Yeah, but
you're
you had
there.
to use a healing potion that I gave you, and then you paid me back for it. You
Yes, I
bought
did.
a healing potion off of me so that you wouldn't die.
Yes, I did.
Light has nearly died a bunch of places. Okay.
Okay, I need to ask this question
Not as
to,
many as Uni.
I need to ask this to a party member who hasn't canonically died yet. So, Uni,
Yes.
Wow.
how do you feel like you're going to die? How do you imagine you're going to
I'm going to say the wrong thing to the right person.
die?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's so vague and perfect for you.
Yep.
That's the wrong thing to the wrong person, but the wrong thing to the right person.
I'm going to be running my mouth, and it's going to get me into a whole lot of trouble. That's exactly what's going to happen.
You're gonna say something to Rosemary, and boy, your net can't support that.
that shit has been as funny as it was.
Where's that comic at?
Okay,
That's what I
the fact that I'm getting all over 100 on these is a little worrying for my luck for the night. I don't want to burn through it all in an instant. So then, Lena,
Yeah.
the Rule 170. Light
Hit me.
Light tells you one version of the truth, and Ayori tells you one version of the truth. Who do you believe most?
Just gonna look down at Light. Gonna look to Ayori.
I love
Light looks up.
how you specify looking down at Light.
Light looks up at you expectantly.
I'm going to believe Light.
Wait, what?
I don't think anybody expected that one.
Nope.
I mean, out of the two professional liars,
That Lena is only aware of one of.
that's true.
I have
It was
I
me.
have to give him a chance, like Dear God posted.
Oh.
Say what about Gathos?
He's giving you a chance, like Gapos did.
Yeah.
People doesn't even know about that, so
What? Why are you? Okay. Making me reevaluate my worldview over here.
Also, Eyes, I asked you a thing.
oh.
I can barely hear him.
What did you ask, Ice?
I sent him a message.
Oh.
Okay, I'll do that.
Wait. Why are you asking me about that?
Because I knew that you had it previously, and so if I get rid of it, then at least one of us still has it.
Okay.
So I can do that as my swap on level spell.
As
Okay.
much as I want to ask Uni this question,
You already asked me a question.
I did. Good.
Yes.
Mika,
Mm-hmm.
number 200. If you could tell your younger self any piece of advice, what would you tell them?
One sec. I need to type it down. Where did it go?
It went behind you. Someone's dying. Who's dying?
Eyes while you're dying.
Eyes is dying.
Okay. Finally found the note.
You have a note written down for this question?
No,
All questions.
yeah, to know which ones I've answered and which one I haven't.
Oh, okay.
And one more time the question.
200. What if you could give your younger self any piece of advice? What would it be?
If I could give myself any piece of advice, what would it be?
Your younger self.
Assuming you
Younger
learned
self?
things.
Your younger self, like wee little child.
Yes.
Okay. Do not die.
It depends on how young we're talking.
It's up to you.
Yeah?
If what?
How young we're talking about.
About what is the question again?
Because obviously 5-year-old you is not going to give a shit about any of your advice.
I know. What if she comes to them super fuzzy?
Use the right conditioner on your tail.
Come to them with candy. Wait, no, that's bad. Don't lead them to the bus.
Don't trust the cat.
Don't trust the cat.
The cat.
You'll know which cat when you see him.
I super want to see Uni colored as a treasure.
I'm having a mini existential crisis because I don't know what to say.
You haven't learned anything to tell yourself?
More of, I'm trying to think of what Mika specifically would say. my brain is just like, what would Mika say?
Hey,
Nothing.
you can talk later.
That's not advice.
It's good news. It's not advice.
I mean, it does have to be. It does have to be advice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not if you could tell your younger self anything, it's if you could give your younger self advice.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like, okay, so you finally learned, hey, that candy, stop eating it. That's a less serious version, but, you know, you learned something, you experienced it, and you want to tell your younger self, you are stupid, do not do.
Or something like, leave the forest early.
Oh,
See, this is where it gets complicated.
No.
I guess
It gets better eventually.
I was thinking that, but I feel like that's too corny.
There is
it's also
literally
not advice. That's your encouragement.
Use the Day of Souls sooner.
Aw.
Like, in the next, year or two, because it would probably be, like, shortly after, maybe, like, a year or two after the whole thing.
Okay. And last but not least, Ayuri.
Mm-hmm.
You get the most sophisticated and probably most personal question in the entire list.
Mm-hmm.
Number 101. Have you ever trusted the wrong fart?
You've asked me this before.
Damn it!
I hope the answer was no. Or yes. I don't know.
Tell you this. Was it all of these rolls tonight?
Mika, have you trusted the wrong fart?
Number one.
I've also already been asked that.
Number 199. Have you gotten one before?
I don't know. I do not have a list.
Number 199. What is most important to you? Health, wealth, or happiness?
I guess happiness.
I mean, you do kind of live nearly forever, so I guess health doesn't factor too much into that.
Yeah. And wealth, well, with the people I know.
Recap. Who wants to tell what happened last session?
This is going to be
Somebody wrote it.
please.
Somebody wrote it.
Nobody.
Well, we said we weren't going to write it. We were just all going to recap what we remembered.
Yes.
We asked specifically if we needed to write one, and Moon said no.
Let's start with Mika.
It's after the battle with the yellow figment, right?
Yes.
Oh boy.
The fake Flynn.
A fake Flynn.
Yep.
What happened after that fight?
I'm looking for the notes that you'd written down. Where did you write notes?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't after that. That was last session because me and you already wrote that recap. That was the session before. The
Good.
last one started with the last one started with after the pink fight because it was just the boss phases with White. It was
Yeah, we-
already on the wall.
We didn't broadcast that, so we didn't read the recap of the session before.
No, we broadcasted it. I just didn't save it.
True.
Yeah, that session was already there. Because that was the one that was streamed. He didn't save it, so we didn't keep it. But we had already done that recap and everything.
The last session. Because how did the fight with White go? How was your fight with White?
It was bullshit.
It was hard fought, and there were some blunders, mainly from me.
Yeah, that's not where they're stopped either.
We started by fighting just the normal, average, white-suited white.
Who tried to use
Describing it
anti-magic?
as normal or average is.
He tried using anti-magic shell on you guys.
Yes, and I said fuck that.
There were a lot of legendary actions.
I made him cry to death.
Did you?
Once. That was for the
Oh.
first. That was when the phases switched.
Phase 1, he cried to death because I made him feel bad.
Made him internally cringe himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so much he turned into a bat.
We just made him feel terrible about how little he truly mattered.
Yeah, we kept insulting him the entire time, and he kept making mistakes. It was great because he was far up to his own ass.
We took the fight completely seriously, but we also recognized that the best way to get through to him was, in fact, just
Getting under his skin.
denying him the fame that he so dearly wanted.
Yep.
And again,
He
people
took it
still
on
don't
his
even remember
own.
who the fuck he is. So I mean, it's not like he succeeded.
Yep. He became the cautionary tale at best. We had to search for his name, so.
After he transformed into the bat.
He nearly murdered a noodle.
Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
did.
And
He hurt the noodle?
paid the price for it.
And he nearly, one-shot Iori.
You nearly
Yeah.
one-shot Mr. Noodles, too.
Mr. Noodles was already hurt. I went from if I hadn't stopped it, I would have went from full health to insta-death. Like,
Yeah.
new character death.
That
Yeah.
was
It wasn't Sida.
It would have been.
yeah, it would have done.
If I couldn't have stopped it with stopping the nat 20 and having the damage, the dice alone would have dealt my health, nearly dealt my entire health for the one hit, and it was going to be a nat 20, so it would have doubled that. It would have been
Okay.
insta-death.
Okay, then yeah.
That was
Okay.
why I was so upset.
I saw
very-
it like that, but yeah.
Death to the healer.
I don't even want to be the healer.
Nobody wants to be the healer.
For some reason.
I like being the
Huh?
healer.
Oh, was that eyes?
I don't know.
I think he's busy confusing himself.
Moon made you the healer.
Yeah, I was forced to be the healer. I was also forced to be the main character, apparently.
You aren't the main character.
You just have to
Why
make
I thought,
Moon was like, alright, told Moon, I'll try and be the healer, I guess. And then he decided that there should be another healer.
I gave them a choice.
kind of.
Maybe.
Most people don't get a chance to change their subclass or new book releases.
I mean, technically, there are rules as written ways to change your subclass,
Yeah, there are.
but no other subclass besides Divine Soul made any sense for Iori.
We could have worked this out. If you were
Or-
really interested in one.
Could have become
Yeah.
power.
It would have been shoehorned in and felt weird.
The pyromancy.
Because the conversation about the subclass switch was literally the session. There was literally in the pre-game talk before the session where you told us that Iori's sword came from a god. That wasn't going anywhere but Divine Soul.
It was the god of magic. So
It was still a god sword.
After oh right, Mika got the killing blow on White,
Yep.
didn't
Yeah, she got the super badass killing blow.
she? Got the whole ripping his throat out thing that she promised him after he had used Flynn's face.
She ripped his entire head off.
Yep, and she used Leda and Aori as a springboard to get up there.
Epic. Because he was a bat and flying in the air.
Yep.
Mika, how does it feel killing your favorite animal?
There's enough points.
What?
No, he was a vampire bat.
That's true.
Oh.
Is that
I just meant bat in general, but
Yeah.
okay?
And after that, there wasn't really a search for the mask like there had been for Pink. He just faded, didn't he?
I
Yeah,
just gotta finish him off.
and now we're currently arguing with the king, who,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah, that is a big thing.
Hunter? You muted yourself.
Oh? I'm gonna assume somebody might have walked in or something.
I hope so, because I yelled at her and now I feel bad.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Oh.
okay, what's going on? I'm sorry, I missed some stuff.
You were talking and then you muted yourself.
Yes, because my uncle came in here to get his dog.
Okay.
We had just finished the battle with White, and we were standing outside, about ready to head back to the city and, see what the damage was. And then Lux showed up
I
and
made everything awkward.
blended armor that we have never seen him in before.
Oh, and what armor did you call it?
Splendid, just
Oh.
fancy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just didn't hear what you said.
Also, Uni, you're hurt too.
Yeah.
You should
No.
be, because we got a long run. So we got a level which heals.
Yeah, and I'm actually, my sheet says I'm at full.
Yeah, the tokens have just been buggy.
I'm fixing it now.
How did he start it off?
He walked up to you all. Thank you for finishing off another one of the lords, and asked you where the others, where the rest of them lied.
Which should have been the first tip, because, how does he know that we know where they are?
Yeah, but you didn't think about that, now did you?
I told him where Velvet was, because I thought, what's the king gonna do? Is he gonna just go up there and get his butt whooped?
That's exactly what he's planning to do.
Despite stepping back from the conversation and saying you would let us handle it, you stepped up and told him exactly what he was asking for.
Hearing that a lot last month.
And it needs to be on stream. At least once.
Yeah, you're right. And what did we find out after that? Oh wait, no. What did Mika? Yeah, no, wait.
Yeah, that is when Mika started yelling at him.
Because he tried to tell us to go home and that the mission was over.
Yeah,
He
he tried to.
He
What?
turned around and told you all, your mission is done, and he has it from here, and you are welcome to return back to your lives.
As if.
And that is when Mika stepped up and started just laying into him.
Take this. Oh,
What was the gist of what you told him, Mika? Or telling him?
From what I can remember, it was basically
You are loud.
It probably reset. I had the same thing with Arashi.
I think I said something along the lines of, "No, we can't stop now. We're already so deep into figuring things out. There's so much information that we have that we can't not continue."
You also started mentioning the stuff about what we were finding out, which is the free will and all that, because that is when he said, "Oh, there was truth in what he said," or something along those lines, and I stepped forward to do to prove it to him, since he didn't seem to believe us.
Okay.
you casted Identify on him,
Mm-hmm.
and as you do, checking to see what is on him, you do not see chains as you did everyone else. What you do see on him is the vibrant, shining aura of a paladin, a long experienced paladin.
You had described it before as a blessing that I could tell was Veritas's magic.
Yes, shining like a miniature sun standing in front of you.
Is it just audio very fuzzy?
My audio?
It is a little bit for some.
Like I can what you're saying.
Mine was.
Speak.
I think my computer was being weird for a hot second.
Yeah.
Am I still coming in weird?
No.
Good to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my computer was just stuttering.
Okay.
But yeah, I said I was going to do it. I'm still gonna do the thing.
All right. So stuff.
Told me, are you coming up to him where he can see you? Because he currently has your back. He currently has his back turned to you.
Oh really?
Well, I go up to cast Identify on him, so I'm already there. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. I believe you had me roll last time, and then we just didn't go through with it because you had to be like, "Oh yeah, there's not chains," but I don't remember.
Or to him. A second.
Huzzah! I can hear the music.
Yay!
What was on with it before?
I had to change the output settings for the headphones.
That makes sense.
Let's see if we ever get again. Did he summon the angels yet?
I don't.
Oh yeah, Moon. We need clarification from on that.
Yeah.
No, he has not summoned them yet.
Okay. So I am doing the thing.
Yeah, the last session we had gotten as far as
That's why.
really sent us home.
I was pulling up the stat block, and for some reason it wasn't showing up. It's. Oh no.
Is there somewhere else reference?
Nothing. Look, I own, unfortunately.
Well, what is it that you need me to do?
Are you doing it clear as day, or are you trying to be stealthy about it?
Not specifically trying to be stealthy about it, but I am standing behind him, so. If he's facing away from me, I'm not gonna walk around in front of him to do it.
Really weird. Why isn't that? Why can't I find that? Not have some of beast here. Bye. the 23. This is the second part about having 5e tools be different between my laptop and desktop.
No.
I can't. I have these things saved. And I didn't save it to my laptop.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't find it. Good. As you step forward, him.
Mm-hmm.
Angel comes down and puts their sword between you and him.
I was already. I had to be touching him at this point.
He is grabbing you. Stop you.
Can I?
Stop.
And it's going to be an athletics check, or athletics or acrobatics, to avoid being grabbed.
Moon.
Yes.
If I shoot the angel with an arrow, would that help Iori in any way?
Iori does. Let's see. Yeah, he had a building.
It would make him very angry. Want to shoot him with an arrow?
It's grabbing my friend, so yes. And I see it trying to do something somewhat stealthily, so yeah, an arrow. Not good. Actually.
Hey, what's your check, Iori?
I was waiting to see what else was going on, so I knew what I was doing.
Actually, no, second.
Like if I was rolling like advantage, or if I had, I was gonna ask Eyes what things I had.
Do I need to roll something? Also, why does Hunter have missing health?
Because the token's messed up. That's what we were saying earlier.
Okay.
Are you hitting him with a second blade light?
Yes, and if that, and I can add a talent die.
Right ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so Eyes, I have D4, correct?
You have a D4. Yes.
Okay. And with light trying to help, am I rolling flat or am I rolling with advantage?
What? He's getting hit.
Oh dear.
And as you hit him, light.
Well, I can roll the D4 if you want me to.
You don't need to.
Can I? Do we see that? Because I kind of want to try my new thing, right?
You
Is it fun?
the blade from light breaks his focus enough that you manage to pull your arm free and strike Lux with your sword at your. You're attempting to break the blessing or just hit him in general.
I'm not trying to hit him. I'm trying to break the magic.
You swing your sword through the magic that you see, and it passes through completely unharmed.
Yes.
But you are attacked, and now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Beside Light and Iori, you see two robed-clad angels holding blazing greatswords. It's both radiating the same bright light that Iori sees, but you all can see these ones without identify or detect magic. Behind you all, you see one more of these angels, and in front of Lux, like standing where he had originally where he originally landed, stands two more winged lions, giving off the same glow as these L angels, with the same great swords hanging in their mouth.
Okay. Why is Mr. Noodles typing?
These two over here.
Yes. And as and Lux stops. And
It's not me doing that.
Oh, wait.
Eyes.
I have control of Mr. Noodle. He does have the collar now. He can speak, can't he?
Yes.
Hiss. Oh no.
Lux stops, and as you guys see the angels start to raise their swords to fight you all, Lux raises his hand, and they stop. He doesn't look to you all, or he simply says, "I'm going to." Listen, I know you all are worried, but I am doing this for your own.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You're doing this because it's easy for you. You're used to you don't even have no, you're just being all, I'm a king, I'm great, it's wonderful, I know what I'm talking about. Even though I'm just as bad enough to sell my son anyway, so.
I am that proud of making that choice. But I ultimately did it to protect.
You ultimately did it for probably like money or whatever else.
I was wrong for making that. And
how do you know you're not wrong right this second? Because you already made a wrong choice. Therefore, you are flawed and not perfect.
And how do you are not making the wrong.
The thing is, we don't. You don't know. We don't know.
We're at least trying. We're at least doing this to try and save everyone.
You're doing it to save you.
I am doing this to save my kingdom.
And what about everyone else?
I mean, he can hire a new everyone else, right?
I can do that. I'm doing this for the good of everyone.
No, you're not.
You're really.
You might think you are, but you're not.
You don't know.
And you all do. 5 adventurers are starting
more than one king.
Starting the quest months ago. Going off the words of a madman.
Going off the words of a god.
Considering we already talked to the other one. So the gods don't even have their shit together. So
You're not the only one with a godly connection here, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He takes a deep breath. And then finally turns to face you all. You all will not cease to try and stop me.
No.
I do not wish to fight you all. So I will give you 2 options. Join me and help me put an end to this. Or let down, go back to your. I will give you all 9 days to go back to your friends and family. See the damage these madmen have wrought to our lives. And tell me that you truly wish to follow what they say.
Fine.
Killed the one that did this.
Yeah.
And you aid the ones that helped. They gave him the tools to hurt others that you all risked your lives to save.
Yeah, and they kind of realized that was a mistake. And they asked us to help them.
Even then, everybody else who has been hurt by anything has been pre-written by the one that you're working with right now. And countless other terrible things.
Lena's talking.
Psychic whispers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Eyes is able to speak physically.
I think he's just typing it so that it's not overlapping and interrupting.
Okay, just making sure. Sorry.
9
Say
days.
something in
I will go back to the castle. Wait for your answer. Please
Okay.
please do not make regret.
If I may,
If you force my hand, I will have no other choice. I have to treat you all as enemy.
You already are.
And I truly do. And
If-
he walks back to the
Wait,
city.
Bolt's trying to say something.
jeez. If I may ask, you say that we've anchored the others, and how? I'm just wondering how you know that.
The heroes are not in agreement. But I do not know the extent of what they are doing. All I know is that they do not appear to be all on the same.
Oh, really?
Well, that's a given.
The heroes themselves are not on the same side.
We already know that.
Yeah, we know that, and he knows that.
Do the gods know that?
That's what they do, the heroes, the gods.
Pretty sure they know they're not on the same side, since
That's
They're
not necessarily true.
they're
There's
causing all this because they're fighting.
That's true. There are things called spies, and they could be your friend.
Doesn't change the fact that they know that Theodosia is not on the same side as the others, at the very least.
Yeah.
Are you saying this in or out of character?
In Psychic Whispers,
I
I'm
was
guessing.
more out of, either out of character or Psychic Whispers clarification there. Not out loud.
I will wait for your answer in the count.
And what's left of it.
Again, please do not make me regret giving you all this chance. And with that, he walks away, leaving you all in the forest.
With the angels?
The angels all leave.
Okay.
The ones beside you sheathing their weapons and flying away. Last to leave are the lions, who turn and off after life.
Okay, well that didn't go how I wanted it to.
I'm guessing we can't so easily blow him up like Alice.
No!
I'm gonna say no. Given
I'm assuming
the
Mika
literal
doesn't-
godly blessing on him.
Yeah. What if we get more blasting ore?
Light?
Light?
I will do the same to you that I just did to White, if you even so much as think of that again.
Okay.
Don't threaten her future father-in-law.
Her future and father just threatened us.
That's true. Mika, I'm sorry, I'm not on your side on this one.
He's under control of a psycho god.
We don't
know if
actually know that.
We don't know if he's under the control of or just on his side. All that I know is that he has his magic on him.
Here, Iori, you can just bring him back if we do kill him.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Well, he said we have, 9 days?
Is? Yep.
9 days.
Yeah, something like that.
I suggest we check on the people we need to check on and then hightail it out of here while he's not looking.
Who's left that we need to check on?
I
don't
think
fucking
they
know.
can- Everybody, our friends in Alra.
yeah. I'm not sure who we hadn't already spoken to, is what I mean. Are there people that we still haven't had any contact with?
I know
I'll
Mika
just check
spoke
up
with
on-
Scarlet, who told her the twins were okay, or that
All the
Gretel was
cafes,
okay and was
yeah.
helping.
Yeah.
Sky and Sea.
Today, how things are going?
Yeah, let's
Mika
have
isn't. Sorry, Mika isn't really going to give them time to like really figure out who they're going to see. She's just going to start walking towards the cafe, or rather, fast walking, maybe running.
I mean, we can be walking while we're talking. I was just trying to figure out who else it is that we need to see while we're here.
We'll
Yeah.
get
Hey, what are we thinking?
Yeah, but she wants to hurry and get there as soon as possible.
Yes, talking does not make us walk slower, Mika, especially not talking in our heads.
I
Yeah.
mean,
and saying it.
Yeah.
oh, I don't know about that, but okay.
You guys are walking back to the city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I still have wings.
So, going back through one of the eastern gates, you all get to finally see the extent of the damage done by White. And
Nothing.
and you see the slash done by Excalibur would clear through the entire city, starting
wait a
from.
second. Speaking of Excalibur, before I forget about that, was that still on the rock, and/or can we take that so it is not left sitting?
It is still there, and it is easily placed back into the prototype book for you all to safe storage.
I just wanted to do that before we forgot about it and left the powerful magic sword sitting in the forest.
I love how you all remember the sword and just leave Dexter there to rot.
Do we gotta? Oh,
Look, animals will eat him later. It's fine.
I have some. No, oh,
It's incredibly dark.
She's not wrong though.
We can.
I mean, it's an empty meat sack right this second. It's perfect, just food.
It can be
We
rough-
can worry
rough.
about that later. There are people alive that we need to check on, or
yeah.
not alive that we need to check on.
Yeah.
So going through the gate, you all can see the slash went straight through the city, cleaving through the wall, through buildings and streets. Passing down the road, you all can see the plaza the Burning Heart Guild originally stood in is completely destroyed. You hear people. You see buildings that were half in the blast start collapse into the chasm below.
chasm.
There was a full chasm about 10 feet down into the earth, where the slash went
Basically,
through.
a giant hole was carved.
Yep.
Yeesh.
And where was the cafe? Let's see.
Wait, our beanstalk.
Reason was not
It's-
damaged.
Is not
Not
yet.
that time.
You see the healing winds going through, finding those who have been injured, either from collapsing buildings or from the flash itself, of taking care of them, giving food to those who have lost their home, and stopping to talk to the people dealing with the chaos from the attack. You all learn that there was about 217 killed in the fight, with another 50 injured from the out.
200 or 2,000?
217.
Light doesn't stop. He's just like gradually increasing his pace towards the cafe.
About half of those being adventurers from the guild, or more being houses and businesses that were in the line of the attack. One person who, as you all are passing the guild and its ruins, you hear her mention of people looking for the guild master, trying to get people out of it when he sensed it was happening, and he has not been seen.
Given that he didn't answer our message, I'm gonna guess we know what happened to him.
Uni, you're following everyone along the path done by the Slash, and in what is probably unfortunately the first instance of you keeping your sense of direction, you remember that along this way was Sky's house.
Oh no.
Oh.
Mika, you also remember that along this way, a lot of the royal staff and knights lived close to the edge of the castle.
Where are we at the moment?
You're about
Just on
about halfway through the city.
Okay, so
And-
we're on this side
And
or on this side?
Probably the upper path.
Okay, because if we continue along that path, we'd see. Yeah.
Uni's
Words.
veering off to go check Diane Seed's house.
Going off on your way, going around the city, you round the corner, and almost the entire neighborhood where they lived is completely gone. But sitting or kneeling on the street leading to it, you thankfully see Sky in his royal knight armor, looking shocked at what happened. And it was probably also a mercy. You see C sitting next to him, looking very confused. And he is completely motionless and in shock. Now, you can guess that he probably was working another long shift before this happened.
If I was a hugger,
You walk up to him.
yep.
The presence of you next to him seems to snap him out of it a little bit. And as he turns to look to you, you can see tears staining the fur of his cheek. As he chokes out a few words, saying, "See, him to bring me some food. Grandpa was still over there. He was resting. He's all gone." As finally saying the words, you see him to start falling all over again, and crumbling into C's arm as the young child holds their sibling, as he weeps over his now lost grandfather. The rest of you make your way over to where the cafe is, and you are going up from the north. You all do reach where you would see it. We would turn to go to the cafe, but over the chasm you see what is left of the cafe. Simply the left half of it, and the door barely hanging on its hinges. The structure is barely holding itself up without falling into the chasm. Cafe is destroyed.
How far apart are the edges of the chasm from here?
Where you guys are now, the chasm is probably a good 40 feet across.
It's only
Like-
like 2 foot deep, though, right?
climbing
10
across.
about 10 feet deep.
Yeah, we can just jump down. Or even I can fly if Mika wants help across.
Light's already crossing it.
I was gonna say Mika would probably transform into a flying animal since she can do that now.
I can already fly if you.
Yeah, we could do that if you're able to carry me.
Mika's small enough. I should be able to pick her up.
Yeah. She only weighs like. I have to actually look again. I think she weighs like 30 something pounds.
Yeah, like 30, 40 pounds.
Lena,
Yeah.
you follow everyone to the cafe. Do you go check on Cinderella or anything, or did you go off on your own?
I was helping the sisters.
Okay.
Just to
Yeah,
get-
you wrote in chat.
Sorry, I didn't. Or
Maybe just mention it Fate of if there's any info from Fate of.
she mostly giving you the a lot of people. I think a lot of people have been hurt. Some who have learned their homes were destroyed. They're handing out blankets, food, healing. One of the people you find as you're helping them care to people is Cinderella helping a large orcish figure over to the triage, and you find it is Razard is currently missing his right arm and a good chunk of that side of his chest.
Oh,
So, still standing, but badly hurt.
I'm going to go help them out. Where's Pinocchio? Is Pinocchio there or not?
You see Pinocchio sitting in the pocket of Cinderella's dress. But you can see she looks shaken. You can hear the porcelain of her body rattling against itself.
Oh.
And Cinderella looks at you, joy filling her face, and also despair, as she begs you to help Razard, saying, "We were walking and we were on our way back to our shop, and he saw the light coming down. We were almost caught. But please, you have to save him. You have to, please."
Lena's just going to put her hands on Cinderella's shoulders. And I'll take care of it. Just don't worry. Just gonna at least examine him. Just what could I really do? I mean, I don't know if healing would healing just help stop it?
At your level, no. Healing would mostly stop the bleeding. It would take a lot of what you have. Thankfully, Lady Raven comes to help do a lot of it, keeping him stable and at least keeping him from bleeding out from the wound.
We do have things that help. Medkit?
Yeah.
This should help, hopefully. I mean, yeah.
The rest of you get to what remains of the cafe, and then you see the damages done to it. Most of the building is gone. You can look inside, and there doesn't seem to be stains of blood or anything on the wood. Any of you who are still outside of it do hear footsteps walking up behind you.
And who is that?
Whoever is probably the farthest out gets a tackle hug from Gretel. as she is in complete tears, seeing you all. Says, "Thank the heroes, you are okay." And everything started going to hell when that light came down, and we were also scared. Behind her, you all can see Scarlet, Oliver, and Mal walking out.
That is not correct. Oliver
Oliver's in
should be in
Stella's-
Stella Sol, and wasn't Mal with us? Or was Mal with us or not when we were
Mal.
leaving Uni's hometown?
I don't think.
No,
Huh?
I think Mal was with them.
Really?
I believe so.
No, I think we had Dark and Colteal and
Yeah.
Uni's mom on the ship, but
Yeah.
Oliver should not be here.
Okay.
He was in Stella Sol because we had that whole thing.
Okay.
Light runs over
But
and
you see Scarlet, Gretel, Mal there, but also with them, a face you all recognize, the White Wolf from your fight in Hammurabi.
Oh.
Light runs over and leans down to hug Mel.
Mal jumps into your arms.
He does have feelings.
Mika,
Just very few.
you can see that Gretel and Mal look visibly shaken from what happened. But you can tell Scarlet looks a lot more distraught than everyone else.
Mika
And
does run up to Scarlet.
And she seems to actively be avoiding being near the wolf.
Mika does run up to Scarlet, almost tackle hugging her. Obviously not able to push her down.
He doesn't weigh enough.
No.
You doing that brightens her up significantly. And she returns the hug. Saying, oh baby girl, I'm so glad you're safe. What happened? You guys know what caused all this?
Light got a hold of Excalibur, but we got rid of him.
An Excalibur? He has hands on an Excalibur?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That explains the light.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for... As she looks over to the wolf, we probably would still be in the cafe when it came down.
Really?
The wolf gives a nod. I felt like something bad going to happen. Your friend there didn't quite believe me, but the little one spoke up on my behalf.
Oh.
Mal nods from your arms light and says, I remembered him from the castle. After you guys freed everyone?
Light nods and gives her a little shake as he finishes off the hug, and he just, thank you, he says to the wolf.
He gives a bow. I just doing what I felt was right. And you see him glance back to Scarlet, and then back to everyone else, saying, I should be on my way. Hey, I hope you all are right.
Are you sure you don't want to stay and help? I mean, the fact that you could even sense that something was going to happen.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome. But I will help the city as best I can. And then he walks away. And Mika, you can feel Scarlet kind of tighten her grip around you as he walks away.
I'm assuming something happened between them.
The information we had before was that is the big bad wolf from her story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. It's been a while.
Yeah, but that's the big bad wolf from Little Red Riding Hood's story, so of course she doesn't
Okay.
like him.
Gotcha.
He's the one that we fought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mika
Well.
just kind of nuzzles into Scarlet's embrace, trying to comfort her.
You.
Well then. Sorry.
Everyone takes a long time to breathe for the attack. You all can hear the city start to frantically cover itself.
Yeah,
I help everyone who was hurt by the attack.
Yeah, let's. Okay, everyone here is safe. That's great and all. Let's get going and do what we can, I guess.
Yeah. When we do split up, I do want to mention that Mika does head towards Zeke's shop to try to find him.
It looks like the market square was at the edge of the attack. So a lot of debris was sent flying in that direction. But it seems a lot of stalls being crushed. But it seems to be mostly intact. And as you go to Zeke's stall, you see him frantically packing his belongings. Not in his beholder form, but in his human form.
Is this the one that I saw that time I delivered the food to him?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the form only you have seen. Right? You and Milliam after outing him.
Yeah. Is she seeing this like through a window or?
Are you going in or just peeking through the flaps? His stall is like a tent.
Yeah.
His stall is what?
It's kind of like a tent.
She is kind of peeking in.
Does not even bother.
You can see him packing his belongings, and he doesn't seem to notice you.
Zeke?
Ah, oh, it's you. It's gonna give a man a heart attack. What are you doing
Sorry.
here?
I wanted to make sure you're okay.
I am getting the hell out of here. This city, this madness, is not good for the heart. And I do not want to be here if another monster tries to rampage through here. Another one tries to use it as target practice.
I understand how you're feeling, but I think we may have at least gotten rid of the most dangerous person that was causing all of this.
Okay, so that's one less madman out there. And
Is Mika covered in blood, by the way?
probably after the fight.
I thought the story stuff didn't follow us out.
Probably. So,
Okay.
so probably not. I have a few scuffs and everything from the mimic fight, but about it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this was the same day as the mimic fight.
Yep.
I mean, it's possible that our blood will follow us out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not like the. She was in a puddle of black, bat blood.
Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of White. You know, the crazy guy that was leading, well, kind of leading the Lords of Calamity.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Well, so I am going to be getting out of here, and best to, honestly, it's probably best you do the same.
I can't just leave.
Of course you can. It's easy as packing your bags and using those little feet of yours.
No, my Scarlet, Gretel, Dad, everyone is here.
And take them with you. Take them with you. This place is a death trap.
I can't just abandon Aura when I'm one of the people who's trying to save it.
You adventurers and your hero. Alexis, I would never understand it. As, and with all the money you all are making, I would live a long and happy life, far away from danger like this. But you all go charging right at it. Why?
Because there's still more to do. More to do with these Lords of Calamity.
All a brave one I will give.
I don't know if I'd call myself that, but thank you.
You see him start to reach for one last item and hesitates for once. You're going to keep fighting, aren't you?
Of course. There's still.
Well, if you're going to keep fighting, probably probably I get a lot more money, and I could really use a chance to go buy a really nice suit. I should probably make sure I keep a good stock of items ready for you. You can see him. I kind of contemplate some reason to stay.
No.
He
Thank
has
you.
a heart.
And the cafe is kind of not in good shape right now, but I'll still figure out a way to keep getting food to you.
You have bigger things to worry about. So, work on getting this taken care of first. Then we'll talk about food. Deal?
Deal.
Good. Now, run along. I have cleaning to do, or more rocks start falling out of the sky.
Yeah. Stay safe.
You have
And she gives a wave before hurrying off.
Is there anyone else you are going to go on to check on?
All of us or just Mika?
All of you.
After some amount of time, Light would ask, "Hey, has anybody checked on Leosine?" And pull out his stone and just send a message to check.
The last we had heard from him was when we talked to him and he said he was going to check on the castle to see what was going on up there. But we had heard from him since the thing happened.
Yeah, Mika would be heading that way to try to find Leosine next.
Okay, so Mika would get there first then?
It depends on how long it takes you guys to start heading that way versus how long it took her to talk to Zeke.
I was just a message.
You would probably get just a message first, Light. What do you send? What do you send to Leosine?
Hey, you there? You doing all right?
You get a call back saying, "I'm on my way back to the cafe. I saw Lux fly out of the castle not too long ago. Then saw it ran into that beam hit. What happened out there?"
He kind of told us that we were done with the mission and then gave us 9 days to make a decision as to whether we were going to side with him or side with side with Velvet. It's a long story. We should probably get with you about that. I forget what we have and haven't told you.
I will meet you guys at the cafe then.
Okay, I'll gather up the others and start heading there. Light would go ahead and tell Uni and Iori, "Hey, Leo's at the cafe and want to speak with us."
Oh,
I told him about the conversation we had with the king.
how much did you tell him? Light.
I told him that the king told us that we were off the mission, and that he then gave us 9 days to decide whether we were going to side with him. And then I paused and wondered, and then I finished the sentence and said, "Side with him or Velvet."
I, out of character, cannot remember if the Velvet parts have been made apparent to Leosine or not yet.
Slightly, maybe.
I think Mika has been giving him some updates here and there.
I also still
If I
need
remember
to.
correctly.
I need to break his chain. Ooh. And the other thing, I need to get with Leosine. I need to help him with some things.
I need to help Leosine with the things. Oh.
Yeah.
Out of character. Oh, I'm not sure how much press us.
I don't think that Iori specifically. Oh no, we do know because we know that he can't use meds. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on when Leosine gets here.
I'm assuming Mika was told to come back to the cafe too.
Light told Iori and the two that were with him.
Yeah, we'll have to send Elena and Mika a message.
Part 2, maybe?
Do one of you... Oh, wait.
How close would they be for Psychic Whispers, possibly?
Oh, wait, no, it was just Iori, because Mika...
Oh yeah, because... Wait. No, when did Uni didn't run off after we got to the cafe. When did
Uni is with Sky and Sea.
Oh yeah. So, yeah, we need to find the others.
So yeah, only you know what I... Yeah.
Okay.
Could you get a couple of them, and I'll get the other? I've already used 3 charges talking to Leosine.
Okay. I will send, I guess Uni and Lena both a message of basically recapping what Light said.
And I'll tell Mika, hey, come to the cafe. Leosin's gonna be there.
What are you doing to us?
Leo, come to the cafe. Leo wants to meet with us, and we need to have a talk.
How's it looking for the things, Moon, for everybody?
The Beta sees you get a message and tells you that they can handle things from here.
Okay. I'm gonna give Cinderella and Pinocchio and Beta and Raven, other people hug. Try to hurry, but also, They didn't have to run off.
Okay.
Uni gives Sea and Sky the rare uni hug.
The rarity hug?
Yep.
And time-wise, how much time would we have before he would get over here?
It'd probably be a good 30 minutes.
Okay.
Uni was close enough that she'd be getting there a little bit before he would.
What time of day is that, by the way, speaking of?
It was around noon when you guys went after the Mimic House.
Yeah. It was like early afternoon by the time we got to White.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably
So-
not too late.
Like late afternoon, early evening?
Just about.
I
You are
would-
you are gathered back up again. Mal does.
I wanted to
Yes.
listen.
Sure.
I was gonna say I would also like to send a message just to check and see. I know that it's way outside of the range, but see if there's any major information that I need to know about Loki or from Loki in the Thieves Guild. No, hey, is there anything specific I need to look out for? People who are hurt, etc. News from there, basically.
You send a message to Loki and sends one back. Everyone here is fine. But I feel I should talk to you. Get a chance.
I don't know.
And what's that gonna be about?
You will see when you get.
Oh no.
Okay, Light doesn't know this yet.
Yeah,
Hey,
but Volk can say, oh no.
So as you are gathered back up again, Mal does bring out the guys' Kuchus with Tigger and TNT riding on their backs.
Okay.
Yay!
Wait, what about the horses?
Dusty is with them as well.
And Mal's horse as well, and Light's horse?
There's a lot of animals.
Yes, we do. That's why we left them here at the stable where it was safe.
Yes.
You thought.
It's funny that Boone forgot that Leda would have a horse, which is hilarious.
Why do you have a horse when you can't ride one?
Carts.
It was the horse that we used to pull the cart.
Yeah. But the other one was because the one Mal stole from somebody.
Yeah.
Found.
The freaking war horse. Happy.
But after a while, Leosine does join you all. He looks quite at least shaken out of everyone else. But you can tell that it's kind of been simmering on some anger for a little bit. Especially upon seeing the remains of the cafe. And he looks to you all and says, "Please tell me the one who did dead."
Very.
Very. We can stop doing this. That's like the fourth time I've done that with somebody today.
Okay.
I'm proud of your.
What? So, what is going on?
Well,
The gods are bullshit, is what's going on.
But,
That is frustrating. That is frustratingly vague.
First off,
Fiction. Iori, is there something you want to do?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Before we go too far into this, I need to do a little something.
What are you talking about?
Well, Moon, remind me, in character, is Iori aware of the other curse on Leocene? And the fact that it is a curse?
Yes. The curse
Okay.
on the clans is not widely known, but is a common bit of their history.
Okay, well, first, one of these things is going to just help you in general, and I need to get some magic off of you.
Some what?
Magic that is affecting you that nobody knows about, and we need to get rid of it.
But whatever gets you to tell me what's going on faster.
Okay, and I will use the sword on him.
So, looking at you use all your charges on the monocle already, haven't you?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to swing it at him to see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the
You
first...
have said that I could use it basically as remove curse, so...
The first thing you feel is the link of chain breaking that you felt on everyone else. And you can see him almost like roll his shoulders with the weight coming off him. Like, okay, that felt really weird. What was that?
Well, the gods have not exactly let people do what they want to, for as long as they've been in control.
I feel there's a lot to this story. So this is,
Resonators aren't the only ones with stories.
Everyone has one.
But also, Moon, did that do anything else to him?
you didn't feel you only felt the one chain.
Dispel magic remove curse does all effects at once. It's not a pick and choose.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was asking specifically about that, because it specifically says that it breaks all curses on a target. I also had to think about that for if we were going to try and modify memory lux, that remove curse also restores modify memory to what it was previously.
So the second thing you feel when you swing the sword is what almost can be described as a Gordian knot you cut through. And as you do, you and Uni can almost feel this tension break around Leocene. His eyes go wide for a little bit, and you two can almost see the sparks of magic going through him again. As he clutches the one girl he has, like, why does it burn? Oh, what did you just do?
Well, I took the curses off of you.
What you... Wait, you mean...
All of them.
All of... He looks at his hand in disbelief. There is no way. No, my clan have been trying for generations to try and break that curse. There is no way. You just
And it's gone.
Wait. Do I?
At any time, I know somebody could do that.
Yeah, don't question it too much.
Light's gonna give Leosine his scroll of Pass Without a Trace. Go ahead and try.
he holds it, and you can still see his fingers trembling a little bit as he holds it. And with a bit of focus, he lets his thoughts go to the scroll, and then you all see it burn at the edges, and the sudden wave of the spell going off as it vanishes completely. Like, he just looks at his hand where the scroll was in disbelief. I have never... Ayuri, you just... How?
Well, I have a curse-breaking sword that we finally figured out how to use.
And you can see him shake more. And not quite sob.
Oh,
But you can tell he is very overwhelmed. I
yeah, that's fair.
do not know what to say. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Also, does really explain why I'm so tired. As you can see him start to rock and fall over.
Oh,
Lena gonna catch.
Lena's not here yet, is she?
Lena's there.
Okay.
Light's arms are like still in the air from cheering after Leosine cast a spell.
Oh.
Lena, you can feel him running a little bit hot after from that.
Oh, I'm going to go take him to I'm going to take him to a tent taken care of.
Would any kind of healing magic seem like it would help, or would that make things worse?
A healing magic will probably lessen it a lot.
Okay, well, I can do cure wounds.
Ayori, what did we just do to our boss?
Huh?
What did we just do to our boss?
His life's work? Generations of?
He could have walked a mile.
Shush, stop trying to put logic in this, Lena. It was a story problem.
But Lena could have ended up defeating it if we didn't have the sword even.
It's a story thing, shush.
I know.
So I will try cure wounds and see if it helps him, then if it seems like that might.
He's still out cold, but the fever is greatly reduced.
Okay.
I'm still gonna go.
Yeah, I just wanted to help before he left.
I could have done it too.
Yeah, but I feel bad.
Scarlet kind of walks over to you. You watching Lena and Miko cart Leosine off. It's like, hey, guessing. I would guess we can fill him in after he wakes up.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe we should have waited.
It's fine. You really couldn't have known how he was going to react to that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure even he didn't know how he was going to react to that.
Yeah. But hey, we did it.
Yeah. And that man is going to be in your debt for the rest of his life.
Don't talk about death around me.
You
How
are.
far in the hole are you?
I don't think you want to know.
I don't think you know which hole I'm in.
I want to put that.
You all must be tired too. Why don't we find some space to rest?
Yeah.
Or you are going to start running off to help at the city as well?
I feel like there's more we should do for the night.
Yes, Lena? We send a message to the Velvet?
Yes.
What's your message?
And win.
About an hour ago.
What?
Did you tell me what the message was so I know how he responds?
I sent it on DMs.
Oh.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I can't hear Discord.
Sorry. Because I was just, hey, we defeated White, but as soon as we got out of the book, King Lux is here. He seems to be working with Veritas, and there's angels or something.
Did you tell him that Light was stupid?
That Light was stupid.
We can't let him live this
And
down.
told him where he is?
Not yet.
That's
Okay.
important.
One bad news at a time.
We'll deal with that when we get to it, I guess.
I mean, he knew we were fighting White, but now there's Lux and Veritas, and
And now Lux and Veritas know where Velvet is, which is the bigger problem.
I'm waiting for.
As you are carrying Leosine off and getting him to a bed to rest, you do get a reply from him saying, I see that the heroes are making them. Then there is no time to waste. You all should get here so we can break the seal.
We still need
We still have some other things to find. What was the thing that we needed to do with the dragon? Just needed the.
Ascook was the first clue on our, hey, we need to go find the item to break the magic. And he was just supposed to be our first clue. Not even where the item is. He's just our first clue on the scavenger hunt.
Lena's just gonna send a message back. We still have some other things to do, but I think you all need to get away from there because Dear Light might have told Lux and therefore Veritas where y'all are.
They misthrew
there's
you under the bus.
There is a pause that feels almost as long as someone taking a very deep breath
I'm gonna get so
before you hear another reply saying, "We will move. Just the rest of you must act quickly. And we can't waste any more time." As end of his reply.
Lena's just gonna take a deep breath. She's not gonna reply back, but gonna give Leosine a good pat on the shoulder and like, we're trying.
Aww. We're all just having a time right now.
Leosine
Gonna hurry.
is
the
out
others.
cold with there's now reduced fever. Greatly reduced fever.
Gonna give him another bit of healing so he doesn't die.
That die kind of fever, just like really.
He's in shock.
Yeah. So, you are meet back up. You're at the remnants of the cafe. You are going to do.
We kind of should hurry off and.
We need
'Cause,
to wait for Leocene at least, because we need to talk to him about all of this.
Let's check in with the ship and see, like, I guess, where they are and whether or not the angels have overtaken them. I'm just not sure.
What you cut out at the beginning of that sentence.
Real quick, I'm going to be using Song of Rest, by the way.
Does that do anything for
There.
Rest, and we haven't confirmed where or when.
I still heard none of what you said there, like, until where or when. That was all I heard.
Only if we're to rest, and we have not confirmed where or when.
Well, we're also healed. We don't need to spend hit dice. We haven't taken damage.
Unless you're
More for, like, Leocene and the others.
That's
Leo?
fair.
Here.
I think it's more of a flavor thing than a mechanical thing for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if I think some of us should try and head off and maybe check up with Aska first, and we can catch up with.
Why is just some of us?
So we can bring Lucy back.
I don't think we should split up that far, especially because
We'll,
I could teleport some of us there, but then the others could not meet with us.
we'll give him tomorrow.
Dark.
We'll give him tomorrow morning and see if we can talk to him.
That sounds good to me. Then we can help here while we can, and
Yeah.
get at least a night's rest.
Can we check in with the airship and see where they are and whether or not the angels have overtaken them? I'm just not so sure how great an idea it is to be here at the moment.
Last time we spoke to them was right before we went into the book, and they were fine. We told them not to come to Alra, to go somewhere else, stay away from Alra, because that was right when Excalibur hit, and they were fine at that point.
Yep.
Okay.
You
You can check in again if you want, but just so you know, I did specifically. We had checked in on them after Excalibur and told them to go somewhere else because it's not safe here.
Yeah, you're right. I remember now. And also, we have our guy to check in with.
Yeah.
As
So
you,
they'll just some more.
if you do call them, they tell you that they are currently hovering several miles far away from Aura.
I was more concerned about the angels that were following them, and that's uncertain anymore.
The angels
I got-
shouldn't have been following them because they were going after the rest of us. So.
Yeah. Well,
Well, they're going after me and Rosemary specifically, so.
Yeah. much.
So you guys are spending the rest of the day helping the city?
Yeah.
I already.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loki.
And during a bit of it, you two go off to talk to Loki and go to Sundance.
Yep, see what he wants. So we'll find some point to just go off.
So, probably closer to the evening, you two break off from the cleanup effort and make your way down to Sundance. Currently, it is much more empty than it used to be. So you are able to make your way to the entrance and into the Thieves' Den pretty easily. Once you enter, it is almost as empty as the upstairs is, but there are 3 people specifically. See down there: Loki,
Mhm.
Rob, and Robbie.
Oh.
Okay.
You guys get closer. You see Loki looks uncharacteristically stressed, and Robbie probably looks the most sober you've seen him since Alice showed up.
That tracks. So we'll walk over to them.
Oh, good. Both made it. Have a seat. Have a seat.
All right.
What do you want to talk to us about?
I have been hearing this mission of yours has gotten a lot more out of hand than I originally thought it had. Is that true?
Iori.
Huh?
Sideways glance to Iori. Back to Loki.
No, they haven't told me anything. Is that reasonable?
I
Wait.
mean,
But in how much trouble are you?
well, we've made a certain god very angry.
You know, I've dealt with a lot of adventurers in my life.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them deal with archmages, liches, kings, all of the like who want to be the greatest evil. Yada yada yada. It gets full.
Going with this.
Is that preferable to us?
I like
Hello?
I like the two of you. You
Mhm.
both of you do good work. And when I heard you all were going on this errand for the king, I thought it was the usual nonsense you adventure to.
You say this, but you've known longer than I have what I carry around with me.
Yes, I thought it was another trinket that all you adventurers have.
You knew more than that. Don't you get started with me. We've had this conversation already.
Yes, and I lie and get my distance as I always do. That is my job. That is my place. And that is why I am known as Loki the Liar. And as he says that, you both have this sudden vision of a long story of a man telling lie after lie, making a web of influence that slowly crashes down on him at the end of it. And as you are brought back from it, you can tell him, you can see him looking at you all, at both of you, with an expression you all have seen but now have much better understanding of a very guarded man who knows his time is coming up.
Oh.
I called you both here because I do not want you two to fail. I do.
I'm flattered.
This is my home. And I do not want some madman coming down here and trying to cleave it in two again. So, we are giving you something to hopefully help level the playing field.
Okay.
And you can see him glance back to the two Robins behind him.
Wait.
Okay.
We?
You can see Rob kind of like a deep sigh.
Yeah.
It was their idea. I don't want to do this. I hate giving this out.
I'm not saying you have
But
to.
you both see this Rob smack on top of the head, and like we are doing this because we both know Lynn would do it as well.
Speaking of,
Good.
Lynn is still up in Hammurabi's last we heard, or
okay.
making his way down here. I don't.
Okay, I was going to ask about that.
Don't say such foreboding things like that again.
I feel like they would be a lot sadder.
Would they?
Like, I don't read emotions.
I mean, Robbie's sober.
That could mean anything. Sorry,
Look, Robbie takes his hand on the table. You're going to see a lot about me when I tell you this that I'm not proud of.
Eh,
But I want to help. And I know if I went with you guys, I'd just be bringing you down.
alright.
So I at least hope. So I hope this failure can at least do something. My name is Robin Hood the Failure,
Oh,
and you see the same story of Robin Hood. At the end of it, when he is in a church, you see him not alone, but with his merry men, fighting their way out of it, and all of them dying one by one as they get into it.
oh,
And you see what feels like what might have been the part you all saw him in, and more recently, a very deep depression following him for several years. As you can gather, this title is probably mostly self-given.
oh.
He looks down to Rob and kind of waves to the two of you for him to finally start talking. And with a reluctant sigh, he says, I am Robin Hood the Greedy. And you see another little flash of the story of Robin Hood. But this one, when he is finally caught by the sheriff and brought in front of the king, he is given a choice of serve his sentence and die, or take some gold and sell his men off.
Oh.
And you see him take the easy way out and sell his men.
Oh.
But he is given the gold, but not let go, as he had to watch all of them be before finally being released.
Oh.
And you can see as you will come back from the vision, he looks much more ashamed, knowing that you both know of his story.
Okay.
Well, not to an extent, but I feel you, buddy.
Like trying to relate.
Loki gives a nod, finally hearing the two of them. Says, now that you have our titles, I expect you both to actually win this fight you've gotten yourself.
Well, we dealt with a big chunk of the problem today. Gilbert Grant is gone.
That hack job.
Yeah, the same one that was the face of all this.
Ah, I see.
The brilliant white suit wanting all the attention.
That makes a lot of sense in hindsight. The man was gaudy as all hell.
That's an understatement.
Is Dexter okay?
He's dead in the forest at the moment.
Just flat out.
Gilbert had a way of controlling that man, and Dexter had a heart that was far too kind.
Honestly, as long as he's lived, he thought that he was cursed.
And he did live far longer than any human really should.
Yeah. He said himself, he thought that something he stole had cursed him to live like that, so he's probably better off.
At least hope he rests. I will. Well, at least that makes this next part easier.
Oh?
Because if I remember correctly, your cafe is not doing too well now.
Thanks for. I'd almost forgotten.
Why?
You see him reach into his coat and pull out a set of keys.
Hoping like shut up.
Here. Since the old man will not be needing this anymore, I see no harm in you all staying there direct.
Oh?
I can only imagine how full the churches are going to be for the time being.
Where's this?
I think it's Dexter's mansion.
Yeah, Dexter's mansion's gonna be a pile of rubble right now.
No, this is the storeroom he and Grant had that held all of the treasure.
Oh, you mean the? And Mike holds up the masterwork padlock. You
killed the mimic, didn't you?
Yeah, we did.
Yes, that was before the fight was taking out White.
That explains a lot.
We actually found Dexter tied up in there.
Is it not defeated anymore?
He was tied up in the basement, and that's when.
Well, this will at least help turn off the alarm.
I hope he was going to tell us that there was going to be a mimic. He was going to tell you all there was going to be a mimic house there.
Yeah, wait, was he just going to give us the key and not tell us about the fucking mimic?
It would have helped tame the mimic.
Now I feel a little sad.
So hold on. What do we do?
We could have had a pet mimic house.
We could have had a pet mimic house.
That derailed everything that was in Light's head.
I'm gonna reread. Right? Like, what are we supposed to do with the key? How do we use it now?
Hold it up to the archway, and it will disarm the alarm.
Oh, cool.
And
Go on.
and you won't, blow up.
Yeah. Question though, Moon.
Yes.
What else was there? Because didn't you say that was just a random basement and that was it?
It's a basement mostly.
Okay. It's at least a place, I guess.
Rather than staying at a church.
Yeah, that is extremely overcrowded.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We should
Okay.
probably avoid churches right now.
Yeah, that's
Well, Theodosia's wouldn't be too bad, but
Everyone else's?
yeah, I wouldn't trust them right now. Not with us personally.
so. We should already have an idea of what these titles do we?
Yes. You have. After hearing the titles, you have Wilbur's other story and what the effects of the ever after will.
Okay. Are
And
you
you,
going to tell us that later, or?
I can tell you now. The
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had them written.
the two Robins are 2 attacks that would deal damage. I need to write down the damage amounts later.
Okay.
But
AoE? Or just one target?
one's in a line, one's in a radius.
Who is who?
Rob is in a line. Robbie is in a.
Oh gosh, I didn't. Robbie is the drunk.
Robbie is failure. He is red. Blue, greedy is Rob. Because Rob is the one that is my black market contact that I get all the cool weapons from.
He's your dealer.
Okay.
And Loki's his is a duration one that allows you to learn the full stat blocks of anything you look at for 2 hours.
Ooh.
Moon, I have a question.
Full stat block?
The full stat block.
Dick.
Well, that's fun.
It is on a very long cooldown too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Is that like one thing and we know it for 2 hours, or we activate it
you
next
have-
2 hours?
You can focus for 2 hours. You can focus on a creature and learn its full stat block. 2 hours.
Dick.
But for 2 hours, you can do that and know it forever.
Nice.
Yes, Uni?
This is more of a hunt question than a uni question for
Mhm.
clarification later down the line.
Yes.
But if Aori breaks some Resonator's chains, does their ever after go away?
As far as you know, no.
Okay.
The magic of the resonator is still there, so
They're just not that story anymore.
yeah.
I
Because
just-
Rosemary is Rosemary now, but still has Joan of Arc's magic.
Okay. That just seemed like something that we should probably ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Loki gives you the key. And have any more final questions for him?
Well, I guess now, is there anything else that we need to be paying attention to or on the lookout for going on that you haven't told us yet?
In Lee City?
Yeah. Or in general, given your recent track record.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm still mad about him not telling me for 7 fucking years that I had a god sword that he knew about.
Hey, that's fair.
He knew what this thing was and why it brought me back from the dead, and he had it previously, and I'm still mad at him about that. I found that out like 2 days ago.
And there is no other final stuff.
Okay. He may have
Are you
given me
still
his
grumpy?
title, but I'm still grumpy.
Is anyone else doing anything for the evening? Talking to
No.
NPCs.
Just later checking to see how Razad's doing.
Zod is resting on one of the cots, bandaged up. You can see that he has gotten a good bit of healing to try and restore his arm. That is going to be a work in progress for a little bit, with as many people hurt as there are today.
Look, as long as he's stable.
So he's currently resting with Cinderella sitting beside his bed, looking very guilty for feeling like she put him in this.
Aww.
Lena's just gonna sit nearby.
He looks up to you, Lena, and you see her like wipe away some tears in her eyes. I'm so sorry. I've been gone so long. I never got a chance to ask. How has your
What?
rest been going?
That's nothing to worry about right now. Just you're okay?
Yes. He looks over to Ezard. He worked hard. He's been working hard to protect me. You are so right. He's so sweet.
Lena's just gonna look down. He's a very good man. I knew I chose right.
She nods, kind of balling her fists. Don't know what to do. It feels so useless with all this going on.
You're Cinderella, you're not useless. If you stay right here, make sure he's okay, then that's more than enough a person can ask.
He looks up to you again, Lane. With tears welling in her eyes again, but fights them back with breath. What are you all going to do?
Just try and see what we can do. It's a lot of things that are very hard to explain. I mean, mentioning about people coming back to life and trying to break the weave and everything is one thing, but it's gotten a very bit much heavy. I'm very much glad that Theodosia is the one that is helping protect this place.
And he has you on her side, so and you are doing everything you can to protect us.
As much as we can.
I was like, this city would still be rubble if you all hadn't stopped the Hydra. Like, it would still be madness if you didn't stop the Lords first time they showed up.
There's still more to do, though. And until it's done, we haven't really done our job.
He nods, and after a moment of deliberation, stands up and walks over to you.
Are you alright?
She reaches for your hand and grabs it, looking you dead in the eye, and says, I know I cannot have you, but I need to say this so I can move on. I am Cinderella the Lost, and I am in love with you, Mrs. Lena. And you see the story of Cinderella flash through your mind, the one she had told you in the past. And now you get the full tale of it, and see her dancing with not a prince, but someone. And the last thing you see is a clock hitting midnight as it comes back to looking at her. And with a firm breath, she lets go of your hand and looks back to Razard. I will do my part to help people here. I will do what I can. It is not going to be much, but at the very least, I can help you not worry about all of us here while you're saving us. So come back when this is all over, so I can make you the most lovely dress ever.
Lena's just going to look at her, just a little dazzled by the vision she saw, and then just, once her sight returns and Cinderella talks to her, she just smiles. And to think I was actually considering taking you away from him.
You see her just cross her arms and huff. But now you can't.
That is fair.
He smiles back and goes back to sitting beside him and says, Sister said he's going to be here for a while. One of us should probably tell again Bubbler that he's going to be okay. I know that they're probably worried sick.
I will go check up on them.
Thank you.
Lena's gonna go up to Cinderella and just look down at her, kind of meet her eye level, kind of kneel down and look between her and Razad. If anything else, I'll still have you nearby. Hopefully, if I don't die.
You better not.
Oh yeah.
Pinocchio here is gonna be mad at you. And you can see little Pinocchio like peek her head from the dress pocket and nod.
Lena's gonna giggle. I'd like to see you try, little one.
Wait, already did it once before.
She's gonna boot Pinocchio.
You can see her little porcelain nose wiggle.
With that, I suppose I should go at least alert others. I'm sure dear Fate of and dear Raven can help you.
I'm sure they'll be around. And
Oh, yes, all the other sisters as well.
thank you, Lana, for everything.
He was gonna bend down and give her a kiss on the cheek. You are my most important friend. And you know what? I am going to make sure that you stay around a lot longer than how you think you will.
She looks confused, but
Anna's gonna kind of get out of the thing, and she's actually gonna skip a little bit.
image of a spider skipping.
A
Utterly
little bit of a
terrifying.
skip before she kind of has to like get out of there. It's like,
Like a trot.
wow,
almost.
this all sucks.
But for Cinderella's Ever After, for the
Wait, did this change it?
that tell me I had to give it to you already in the past.
Yeah.
Damn it! I hadn't given it to you yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you told us that it was like the reset.
Yes.
24-hour reset thing.
Yes. Okay, well, now you for sure have it, at least.
Maybe it's a tier 2. Oh my goodness, it's Echo. What do they call them in? I forgot what they're called.
I don't know. What do they call it?
Oh, it's just part 2. Okay.
Is anyone else doing anything for the evening?
Other than I'm just gonna go find Doug and Butler. That's it.
Just going around and seeing whether anybody needs help being dug out of rough heaps, I guess.
No work when you're strong.
Doug and Bubbler are they can easily find them handing out food to people as the night starts to wind down.
Uni's going around singing Song of Rest for various different groups that might need it.
People who
Is
are
that a cantrip or a spell?
It's a subclass thing.
Is that
Yeah, it's a bard ability, not any of those.
Do you have a limited limited number of uses?
Not really.
only it's mostly for short rests, so technically Uni can go around and help people rest up as the day goes on and have them recover.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just something you do during a short rest, but it has nothing, no limited, no per bardic, whatever.
It's just
All right.
something that she can do that's both RP and flavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Since she does not have a resonator to get a story from.
I
Yeah.
mean, the one she has kind of dead, so
Siegfried was a resonator, was he?
yeah,
Yeah.
Dead.
rip. Actually, Moon,
Yes.
where was the library?
Yeah.
Oh no.
the scribe library.
Yes.
It's Alexandria all over again.
Let me check. I think it's in the northern part of that little plaza.
It was nearish the castle.
You blew through the freaking legend, the freaking key.
Only
Yeah,
know
you broke
You chopped off.
you broke the meta actual map information.
You chopped off the what is it? Dancing Sun. Sundance.
Yeah, the Sundance. Sundance is no longer on the.
hey.
Why is this script? It hasn't worked.
Huh. Dang it.
The red.
It, stop sniffing at things and go.
Ow.
Oh.
I don't have it marked. I don't have it marked down.
Bless you.
Ow.
And either that branch of the scrap library is destroyed or it is being been kind out of the district.
Well, pick one. We need to know.
I'm gonna say it's okay.
Okay.
Why?
Because knowing whether or not that was still there is kind of an important location
Sure.
that I thought was near the castle, so I was like, wait a second.
Oh, it's not.
Huh?
Yeah.
Any other rendezvous for the night?
No.
I can't think of anybody else that we need to talk to specifically.
Yeah.
Or at least not that I do.
Then you are able, and as the night winds down, you are able to reconvene and be told you have a basement to sleep in. But you all go to your various locations to rest. The city slowly taking its room back. Or rest up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does anybody else come with us to the?
We're informed about it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I. Yeah.
No, I think I'll be doing some more helping and sleeping wherever I can sit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair.
I can sleep wherever.
I mean, same?
I can make a little house.
I just don't need to lay down.
You don't need to wait.
Greta will probably follow wherever.
Elves meditate, not sleep.
Greta
Wait,
will
what?
Greta will probably follow Uni to wherever she ends up sleeping.
Oh, I have things to tell Gretel. You know, like girlfriend, so she could stop shipping me.
She just
Oh,
looks.
Hey, Hunter.
so-
Hey, Hunter, go take your meds.
Eh,
Oh, right. Hey, Stella, you take your meds.
That's what I was about to say.
ow.
As those two are,
Every-
as those two are
we
going to take
also
the
do-
medicine.
We also do need to have a conversation with and about Gretel still.
Oh, right now Gretel's in shock and is demanding to hear every detail from Unia about this supposed girlfriend.
Yeah, but the out of character, that is part of what would possibly raise some questions that we need to talk to Gretel about. Because remember the whole girlfriend is resonator? We broke the resonator free?
Yes.
Yeah. So Yudi tells about that part.
Okay.
She and Scarlet, who has been listening in, both just kind of just don't believe you guys.
I
Where are those clicking sounds coming from?
Sorry, I was drinking water to take my meds.
Do you have like a headset on or something?
Yes.
Doctor, please take off the headset when you put stuff in your mouth.
No.
I mean, to be fair, that was nothing to do with stuff
We
being in
don't
her
want-
mouth. That was just
I
bottle
hear.
sprinkling, which would have happened even if the headset wasn't on her head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I drink out of a bottle 90% of the time I am on call, and you guys can't hear it just because the bottle doesn't make as much noise, but it's a water bottle. Those make a lot of noise, because they're very, very thin plastic.
Yes.
And that was the sound of me putting it down, not in my mouth.
No nanny nanny boo boo.
Oh.
Stick your head in boo boo.
Exactly. It's like, just the putting it down makes as much noise as drinking from it does. It being in in her mouth has nothing to do with how much noise it would make.
Okay.
So they just don't believe us?
I was like, of course not. There's no way you can just like this free a resonator from story. Like it's an ingrained part of us.
I mean, not in a resonator, but you saw what happened to Leosine.
I mean, yes, but that's your guys' magic. I mean, yes, it's very powerful, and he has spent generations trying to break it. But still, there's no way.
Don't give her hope when we can't give it at the moment.
I mean,
When this is all over, we'll show you.
I guess
How
it
much
keeps her from
more time you-
dying.
what was that? Both of you talking, and I couldn't tell what you did.
Oh,
Eyes.
That was the... Okay. Someone say something.
I might have.
I'm here.
Eyes or Volt? Speak.
When this is all over, we'll show you. How much more time do you have?
He looks a little downtown. I don't know. I guess months, give or take.
That's honestly about as long as we've spent on this quest anyway, so we can figure something out between now and then. You cut out, Volt.
Maybe you. Been out for like three or 4 months. Am I still cutting out?
No, I heard you that time. That's like half the time, but still, we can figure something out between now and then. Okay. Well, hopefully not pulling more angels onto us again.
Yeah.
Gretel and Rohan look at each other. Yeah. And both of them kind of like look at the ball again. You're all sure about that?
Yep.
You really do that? Yes.
If that's what you want.
Sure as the leaves are green.
Isn't it fall right now?
Yes, it is.
It's a state. It's a freaking wood thing.
You can see both of them look very conflicted about it. Mal looks a lot more hopeful.
Oh. Don't need to decide right now.
They both nod. We should get some rest. At the very
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're gonna have, what, 8 days starting tomorrow?
Yep.
You all have a very long week ahead of you.
Yeah.
Goes by too quickly. I regret the decision we're going to have to make.
Hmm.
But they start setting up. I guess a camp in the basement to settle in for the night.
Yeah, I guess.
And then even if it was on the outskirts of the city, you all don't really need one. You are able to do some good.
How much gold is there?
Yeah, you can loot the place now.
Moon, you left a pile of gold in the house in the basement you gave us. I don't know what you expect.
Loki probably out before.
What did he do with it?
Wait, he didn't even know the Mimic House was dead. He could not have been there because the Mimic House was gone. And the gold was there when we left after the Mimic House was gone. He had not been there or he would have known the Mimic was dead.
I imagine now, as soon as y'all walked out, Loki frantically turned around, grabbed his sending, and goes, guys, somebody get to the freaking house right now. For the love of God, please.
He gave us the only key that would have stopped the, explosions and death.
You know what was the only kid?
I feel like you figure something out. I don't care how you do it. Get your ass and get that fucking gold.
If he would have been there, he would have done it before he gave us the key. But he had not been there between when we fought the Mimic and giving us the key.
You know what? Fine. This is going to be payment for missing D&D for last month. But I am not going to sit here and try and say all of them.
Oh.
Oh.
And to be fair, this also, Light was trying to loot this before and only stopped because out of character we got distracted and ran out of time.
Yes.
Because in character he already tried to do this.
You're not going to try to say all of this. Do you have a list prepared?
Yes.
Fuck?
You have a list.
I have a list.
Oh no.
So
9,000 gold.
With that, I would say with that, and you are getting your long rest in for the next morning, I say we will call it here for the evening, so we all can go rest. And you all decide over the next week and how you want to divvy all of that up. There's a lot of stuff.
Well, all the items that are just money, I'm gonna assume we can just sell and just do the money, because otherwise that's a lot of shit.
There's a lot of bartering, yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of them says I, so I need that.
Is that however you guys want to divvy that up? This is a fun session. It's good to come back.
It was a very fun session.
I hope you guys enjoy the new Resident titles.
A stuffed monstrosity appropriate to the local terrain.
Oh, that.
What is a stuffed monstrosity?
Can I have it? I want it.
Monstrosity being a